All right, so I'm going to introduce the Alexandrea Greenwood statements, and I'm going to post it on here, even though I did already post it in the discovery. I'm going to post it on here, and I'm going to post Xavier Hagins Cooperation Agreement on this. So you'll have that in her statement. I'll post it at the end of this, John. They're both already on there in the discovery packet that I have on in this folder. But before I even get into this stuff, I want to take the time out to kind of say something for people that are like me, that have always just been a person that stood on something, that stood on truth, that stood for things that were greater than him, that wanted something out of life, that never really got a chance to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be the voice for y'all. I want to be the one fighting for y'all, yo, because, one thing about dealing with these type of people is that they scheme to do all this stuff. Like, they have group chats up. They'll have like Instagram pages up. Or they'll have everything that they can have up. They'll have multiple people up, multiple people coming in and out of your life. And then I'm also explain something to you too. If you're a person that don't need anybody, but then you see people just interjecting yourself into your life. This is the direct understanding that this is the shaitan. That's what the shaitan did. Look what the shaitan did with Eve. Slithered right up to Eve. Eve was minding her business. And that's what be happening with these so-called fake friends and stuff like that. They'll come right into your life. They act like they offering, they trying to prove stuff to you whole time. Yeah, and though when my ex, the beginning of my relationship with my ex, I literally told her, I said right to her face, I was like, yo, calm down, relax. You got me. I mess with you, you know what I'm saying? Relax, because, it make you seem fake with what you're doing. And, I actually left her. I stopped messing with her, for like 3 months. I just left her on, whatever. And I wish I had just left it on whatever. But you know what? I ain't going to change that. I mean, it is what it is. The situation is what it is. But there's a reason why I'm saying this, because there's a lot of people right now that's looking at people around you where you're like, should I trust this person or not? Don't ever let the energy, don't ever disregard the energy, yo. It be telling you everything you need to know. It does. And I'm going to give you these things. I'm going to give you these pointers. One, the first thing, if people are actively trying to set you up, if people are actively trying to put you in prison, if they're actively trying to do these things, if they got a group, actively trying to do this to you, this has to obviously, alarm you. You don't think this would alarm you? If you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, right? And they're actively doing it. First of all, you don't need nobody, yo. You don't need nobody to be with you. You don't need nobody for security. You don't need for nobody for secure, to feel secure or for any type of vouching. You don't need these type of things, yo. You don't. You can make your own money. I make my own money, yo. I don't need nobody, yo. And that's the thing. When you got to start trusting in God. You have to start trusting in God, yo. When you're going to look around and you're going to be like, why is everybody acting so phony? You got to start reading the energy. Everybody going to act phony, yo. And I'm looking at this, yo. I remember looking at it, I'm like, yo, it don't seem. And then you question yourself, like, is this real? Am I tripping? Am I high? Am I this? And the whole time these people are they're actively plotting against you, and the energy was there and you could see it. And one of the things that I do now when I see the energy shifts, because I could walk in the room and see an energy shift. I'm like, oh, look at this. I wonder why that was, why that happened. And it could be many reasons. I'm not that good where I'm like, I can tell you why it shifted. I don't know why it shifted. But it shifted. And you could see it. I could see it as clear as day now. But one of the things that that really bothered me is I could throw, I'll be in a group, or I'll have a friendship, I'll be one-on-one. It don't matter if it's a group or one-on-one, and I'll throw something out there, I'll throw something out there like a question or a statement or something like that, and it'll be an outrageous statement. It'll be like aliens landed in the middle of center field, in the Angels outfield, George, some stupid stuff like that, right? Or I can't wait till World War III happens. Anything stupid, like it could be the craziest, most outrageous thing. Like, I wonder if I kill somebody and taste their liver and see what that tastes like. Something as crazy as that, yo. And when a person doesn't react like normal, like, bro, you tripping? Like, if they don't react normal, or if they keep still trying to come around you and all that, they're setting you up. They're the cops. They're setting you up. At that moment, they're setting you up. They're like, oh, yo, make sure you get debriefed and you take notes and all that type of stuff. That's what they do. And I my ex displayed all these type of copy traits. You know what I'm saying? All these type of investigative detective type traits. She wasn't really good about it. You know what I'm saying? It just was, another thing, if you're doing things, if there's things happening around you, right, and they're doing anything, anything, if they're doing anything that will make a person leave, anybody else would have left by now, and they're still there, they're setting you up. They're there to set you up. They're there to make sure that you get set up, and they're trying to make sure you get set up for life. And this is like a really disgusting type of behavior with people, because the thing is that when you don't get what you want, what you want to do then? And this is what this case is. When you don't get what you want, right? If you don't get what you want, whatever you're investigating, if you don't get that, then does all the police work go to waste? No, it doesn't go to waste. They're gonna set you up at that point. They're gonna just frame you. And this is the problem with America right now. This is literally the problem with America right now, where this is the behavior of it. And you got, the Joe Biden thing, right? You got Joe Biden saying, I'm not going to pardon my son. I believe in the criminal justice system and all that type of stuff. And then you see him pardon his son. And if you're one of them people that believe Joe Biden wasn't going to pardon your son, you're crazy as hell. I had this conversation with my folks. You crazy as hell. And I'm going to call him too. I meant to call him to tell him that he was crazy as hell. And I told him. And it's not hard to predict these type of things. They're very easy to predict. And don't ever forget to throw in statements out there. Don't ever forget that. That's very important. You got to throw statements and questions out there, because they're going to give themselves away. They're going to give themselves away, yo. Like Zave calling me, another thing. Watch how they move. Watch how people move around you, yo. People will move timid. They're the cops. Or they're a rookie undercover, which is even worse. You mean or they're setting you up. They're backdooring you. So I watch people get backdoored all the time. To me, that's sucker stuff. That's sucker stuff. That's sucker stuff. These people are suckers. This is the type of behavior of suckers. It's sucker behavior when you have to backdoor somebody to get revenge or whatever. You don't have to do that. If they did something that was out of control, crash right into them. Go ahead, do your thing. Why you doing all this extra stuff? Because my thing is, if you're doing all this extra stuff, what you doing it for? Why are you doing that? Going that route? If you were really truthful, or this person was so bad and whatever, he'll get rid of himself. But see, the thing is that you don't see that. You don't see that. You always see these people, having this narrative and stuff like that about people, and you're wondering, well, why, if he was this bad, why he's still doing him? Why is he still in a really good position? Why all that? And by good position, I don't mean successful. You can always tell how a person really is by how they are on the outside. You can see it. You can see their energy. Listen, when I tell you can see a person's energy, yo, be for real, yo. When you it's stress, you can look right at a person and be like, damn, that person's had a rough life. How many old folks have you seen that really be like, man, he had a rough life? You could just tell. You could tell that, John, right? Can't you see? When you look at me, I'm a good person. I have a good light. You can look at my light. Look at my light. And these people, they don't have no light. They're actually dead behind the eyes. They walking around this joint. They're dead. They're dead, yo. They look like they 70 to 30. That's what I mean. They're dead, yo. They're dead. Look at their light, y'all. Look at their light. Another thing, inconsistency is the key. Inconsistency will always give people away. This is the best way of being able to get people is inconsistency. It's the best way, yo. And this is not a person that is inconsistent on purpose, because one thing about a person that is watching funny energy going around them, he's going to be inconsistent at that point, because he's going to be testing things out. He's going to be like, I don't want this person to know I'm going to be exactly at the right time, so I'm going to be late, or I'm going to cancel and do another day or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're smart. But if you are inconsistent on your word, I never forget, I went to a funeral. I just came home from jail and I went to one of my homies' funerals. I never forget one of the dudes I went to high school with. He was like, dang, bro, I didn't even think you was going to show. Damn, bro, like they were excited that I showed. Like almost like I was not supposed to show. And it burnt me out, because I was like, why wouldn't I show? This is my dog. I just was over here. And I didn't know. But I know now. And at this point, they know I know now. And it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I can forgive. It's some things I can forgive, yo. I can forgive some things. There's some things I'm not going to forgive ever. I mean, not forgive ever. Let me rephrase that. It's some things that that I'm gonna advocate for God to punish you on. I'm gonna advocate. I'm gonna be right there with God. But it's other things that I'm going to be, I'm going to be like, you know what? I'm cool. Like I'm just gonna let that person do them. So, and you got to be able to see the inconsistency with people, because if you're 25 years old, if you're 30 years old, if you're 35 years old, and you're inconsistent with life, and you don't have, your word is not, you can't be dependable. You're not a dependable person. You're not trustworthy or dependable. If a person comes to you and asks you for something, they don't even come to you and ask you for stuff, because they know that they're not going to get it from you. You're a waste of space. You're a waste of space, because then what are you doing? And you got to watch people. Anytime something shifts, all of a sudden they was doing this all the time, then all of a sudden they're not doing it no more. But the whole reason that they was doing that, you had to go and change all these things to go ahead and you around them, you changed all these things, and then all of a sudden, poof, they ain't doing it no more. It's a lot of stuff like that where you got to be able to recognize the inconsistency, yo. You got to be able to recognize it, yo. And for me, it was for many years that I just denied it. Like, oh, this person, he just him and that type of stuff. No, he's setting you up. They're setting you up. They're setting you up. Simple as that. Without no rap. You got to take the emotion out of it. Without no rap. And you just got to handle your business accordingly, because they're setting you up. So, that's all I wanted to say, because, when you're dealing with people setting you up, like, and they got cooperation agreements and stuff like that, this is hurtful. This is hurtful stuff. You know what I'm saying? This is hurtful stuff, because there's no reason for you to do this. There's no reason for you to do this. There's no reason for you to set me up. What I do to you? You know what I'm saying? Why you ain't set up the person that killed your brother, Xav? See, this what really burns me out. You know what I'm saying? Like, here you are. What you do that to me for? I only was a friend of y'all. I was only a friend of y'all. Like, hold on. Wasn't it your brother that came to me for help? Wasn't it your brother that when he was down on child support, he came to me for help, and I paid him. And I told him, I was like, yo, bro, I don't think this is a good idea, yo. You my old head. I don't think it's a good idea that you coming to me for stuff. And what he started doing, he started working with other people. He did start working with other people. Even when he owed me money, I was cool with that. I didn't want him working with me. And as soon as he started working with other people, what happened? What happened, Zave? Why you set me up? You know, this is disgusting. This is disgusting work, yo. Personally, I don't care about those type of times or what happened in the past. I have my own demons from back then. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I definitely have my own demons for what came out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? But you know, for you to do this this far into our life, for you to be active, for you to have actively worked with this lady, Alexandrea Greenwood, to set me up is it's disgusting. It's disgusting that human beings resort to this. The world is really ugly, y'all. I mean, this world is ugly. It's at a point where this world is so ugly. This is why Jesus ran out of here, y'all. This is exactly why Jesus ran out of this earth, y'all. If you ever wanted to know why a person like Jesus was ran out of this earth, you had all these people asking Jesus for things, always coming to him for them to save him, for him to save them. He curing the leopard. He curing the blind. He raising the dead. He feeding people, thousands upon thousands of people, the multitudes. That's what they called it. He doing all this stuff for people. What did anybody do for Jesus? Who did something for Jesus but crucify him, stab him in the side, give him a thorn of crown? That's the type of earth we have, inhabited by you goofy ass people. Inhabited by y'all. He was slandered like I was. He was all that. He was slandered. He was backbit. He was set up by people around him. How interesting. How interesting. You know, this is something that this earth does for everybody that is good. Everybody that touched this planet with a good spirit and a good soul, like me, like Jesus, alayhi salam, like the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like all the prophets and messengers in the book, all the prophets too. Every person that put their feet on this ground has suffered like this, have been backstabbed like this, have been slandered like this, and have been set up just like this. I want to just say this, and I'll go to the cooperation agreement. I'll read this stuff. This earth has a reckoning coming for them. I saw it for myself. I saw it with my own eyes. This earth has a reckoning coming for them. But even more important is that you people that have decided to do these actions, y'all have a reckoning coming for y'all. You people that decided to do this has a reckoning coming for y'all. And that's a good thing. Maybe that your soul and your deeds will be what they call they'll be called forgiven. They'll be forgiven, yo. But you can't stop the reckoning because it's coming. Now, with this cooperation agreement, all right, so first you have the letter of the cooperation agreement. All right, so what happens is Xavier, who was already working for the cops, obviously, because he just says his name. See, you gotta also understand when people, you know, start already giving out whole names and stuff like this, this stuff right here is just fake. This is called what you call window dressing. He's already working with the cops. This is window dressing. Like, what is this? Why'd you have to do this? You just showing me this because you're trying to act like he ain't the cops already. But okay. All right. That's cool. All right. So, but then you have the cooperation agreement. And what this is in this statement, this letter is just him cooperating. I mean, just them contacting the attorney so that they can set up a proffer hearing. And with this proffer hearing right here, which is the cooperation agreement. Right there. With this proffer hearing, all this does is it states that all the rights and rules during the proffer. But the thing is that it says Xavier Hagins, number 2, it says, will cooperate fully, truthfully with the district attorney, the Philadelphia Police Department, and any other investigative or prosecutory department or agency as may be necessary. Really? Cooperate fully and truthfully. Okay. And it says that an investigation and prosecution of the criminal activities of which he has knowledge of. So, which means that he has to debrief himself from all the crimes that he has done, I guess, and all the stuff he has on this case. The thing is that it says he would have to cooperate truthfully and fully. So the thing is that when you're cooperating truthfully, all right, so we know he's not truthful. So what does this cooperation agreement, what is it protecting? Now, it's the truth that they can give you a deal no matter what in the courts, in the court system. But the thing is that when you're looking at society for what it is, and you're watching people like this, you're watching people like Xavier. This is a person that at 40 years old is asking another grown man for money. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I want you to picture this. Now, this is all a setup. This, to me, is all a setup. But what are you asking another grown man for money for? I had many friends that were like that. I had many friends that would ask me for money when they were in jams. Now, not saying that this shouldn't happen. People hit rough spots in life. Like, I saw a thing where they said people can't even get $500 out of their bank account. Wow, that's interesting. $500, that's real interesting. It's interesting, you know. I mean, in the type of economy that we have, I can understand that people cannot go and just withdraw money and stuff like that. I understand that, but you have to have some type of hustling or entrepreneurial spirit where this is something that you're asking your friend. This ain't something you're asking your family. This is something you're asking outside your realm of, I guess, people that I guess care about you. I'm not really sure why you would do this. I've never really asked my friends for anything. Only thing I've asked my friends is not to set me up. They like, yo, don't scheme. Don't put me in a position where you scheming me. And that's the problem in our society, is that everybody is out for self so bad that they're scheming everybody. And I'll give you an example. When you have to think for other people, I've had many situations where I had to think for other people, where I'm over here, you know, living my life, doing me, and I've had to make accommodations for other people. You have to be mindful of this other stuff. You have to be mindful of it. But people are not only not mindful of it, they're so selfish that they take. And that's the world we live in. This is why we live in a world. This is why a person could get a cooperation agreement lying on everything, lying about everything and setting somebody up. I mean, if this is the case, if this is the world that we live in, if we live in a world where you're going to be cool, where it's going to be okay for you to set somebody up, if we live in that type of world, then you know the condemnation that comes down from that. You know that, because the last society that was ruined because they set somebody up, the last empire that was beautiful, that was so great, that was ruined because they set somebody up, that was Jesus, and that was Rome. That was the last person that was set up. When there was a great empire like America. And I'm not going to say that I'm Jesus. I'm not going to say that. But man, it's so similar stories, ain't it? Ain't it similar? This is my second time being set up. This one was, I was actively seeked out to be set up. And the only good part about being actively set up in this way is that when you get evidence of this type of stuff, you can use this as defense. And I don't mean defense like you want to make sure that while people are popping up and appearing and stuff like that, if you just so happen to have to defend yourself, this is the type of defense you would need, yo. You're going to need to be able to show this, like, yo, people have been actively trying to set me up. This is not no paranoia stuff. And here you go. Here go proof of it right here. All right. So Mrs. Greenwood, my ex, right? Who couldn't close her legs. Right here she is getting questioned by the cops. I'm surprised she didn't try to come on to the cop. But Rich Reinhold goes to my place in Croydon or whatever. He goes to my house in Croydon. She lets him in. Now, how does she give him rights to search my house if that was my house? That's because I never signed the lease. That was my house. I put the money down. I did everything. I never signed the lease. How did he know that? How did they know that address? Well, it's so beautiful when wait till civil court, man. I just can't wait till civil court, yo, because I got this in black and white. And when you have hard evidence of people actively doing stuff like this, yo, they actually retired. This is how you can, go into early retirement, yo. This is a beautiful thing. You paid for my retirement, yo. Thank you. I love it. I really do love it. And, the money doesn't mean anything to me. I just don't want nobody else to have to go through this, yo. I don't want nobody else to go through this. This is corny stuff. You could have just left me alone. This is corny stuff, yo. So, Alexandria, are you under the influence of drugs and alcohol? No. Can you read and write English? Yes. What is your relationship with Jerry Smith, ex-boyfriend? How long have you lived with Jerry Smith? 2.5 years, from 2016 until recently, to October 13th, 2018, when he threatened to kill me. I don't know what that had anything to do with anything, but okay, alhamdulillah. We'll go with that. Have you ever seen Jerry Smith with a gun? So now, mind you, you hear that when he threatened to kill me. So you have to understand the mindset of this. She's trying to take the property that she's going to let this cop search. So she wants everybody to know this. You see what I'm saying? She's plotting. This is how you do it. I just actually saw something on YouTube where a woman just said, police are telling women to stop using the system against men. Like, stop setting them up. This is crazy stuff because she's a paralegal. She even says it if you read the transcript, she said it on the transcript, I'm paralegal for whatever law firm. And then she goes on, she's really a billing specialist now, but she was a paralegal then. So you have to understand these type of women in the law field and stuff like that, they know the law, so they're going to try to use it against men to their advantage. I wish they had numbers for this. Look at how many women have claimed abuse or some type of domestic case against men that were working in the law field or whatever against men to try to take their property. Or take whatever. I wish women or try to get custody of kids. Imagine that. I can't even imagine that. That would be the worst. But anyway, her next question, I actually pointed this out in the last thing, one of the videos. Have you ever seen Jerry Smith with a gun? No. This really makes me wonder about all these questions now, because you say you never seen me with a gun. I don't understand this. I don't understand any part of this right here. But I'm going to, there's going to be a day where this is all going to come out into the light, which is going to be a great thing for society in the whole, because you never want an innocent person to be locked up. This damages the whole society. It's not just me. It's not just a me case, even though people want to isolate me and say, well, as long as it happens to him, it's okay. No, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Because if it did work like that, I actually would be okay with that. But it doesn't, because you do this to other people. And that's the problem. It's become an epidemic. Alexandria, I'm showing you a photo of a woman with a rifle and a gun. Is that you in the photo? Yes. I think I put that on there. If not, I'll pull it up here. Where's the rifle and whose rifle it is? The rifle is with the owner, Dominic Morton Thompson. The gun is also his, too. This is the woman. This is another person she was cheating on me with. So now you have to understand. So she's saving him. Well, you know why. She's cheating on me with him. I got many stories on that too, about reading energy too, but either way, I have other stories about reading these energies, but they know, and not only do they know, about this, but other people do too. Like I said, the good thing is that when you see these type of things, other people can, vouch for it, and they'll be able, this is not a story that will be swept under the rug. This would be talked about. So where was the photo taken at Dominic's house on Olga? His name is not Dominic either. It's Dominique Renee Morton Thompson. Dominique Renee Morton Thompson. Anyway, where was the photo taken? At Dominique's house on Ogons Avenue. Where was Jerry Smith? But no, was Jerry Smith there? Yes, he went to see his daughter and she gives the address. What's crazy to me is my daughter lives over there, so why would you give the cops my daughter's address? Why would you give him my baby mom's address? Why would you do that? That's interesting. You know my child lives there? I don't even live there. And first of all, how can I be in two places at one time? I was either there or I was at my daughter's house. Which one was it? I never was in that house. How was I in the house? I dropped you over there. You were sucking dick in the house. Anyway. Did Jerry Smith tell you he purchased an assault rifle and a handgun in 2017? Hold on. This is even more important. Did Jerry Smith tell you he purchased an assault rifle and a handgun in 2017? What the hell are you talking about? I never purchased anything in 2017. Jerry wanted me to purchase a... Hold on. She doesn't say yes or no. She says Jerry wanted me to purchase a gun. Jerry was interested in guns. I purchased an assault rifle. Okay, she never answered the question, but okay, that's all her business. Other than the fact that she says Jerry wanted me to purchase a gun. Okay, that's your business. You want to purchase a car? You want to purchase a shirt? I'm going to support you no matter what. You my chick. You know I can't be around guns anyway, but this is important because I want y'all to look at this. Who did you purchase the assault rifle from? What are you talking about? She said she purchased an assault rifle. You said who? Who did you purchase the assault rifle from? How interesting of a question. Why didn't you say where or what store? You said who. That's so interesting of a question. Wow. You just automatically jumped to who. I guess we'll find out in civil court, won't we? Anyway, hold up. She says now, instead of her answering the question again, because she doesn't answer the question again, she says, Jerry Smith had an assault rifle. I thought you said you never seen me with a gun. Wow. So Jerry Smith had an assault rifle. I did not purchase it. Jerry Smith bought the assault rifle and she gives the apartment address. I told him he had to get rid of it. Why can't I have a gun then? You can have one. You told me I had to get rid of it. Okay, well, let's move on because this is interesting. So, hold up. I told him he had to get rid of it. Jerry Smith told me we had to protect our house from the government. What the fuck are you talking about? Jerry Smith told me we had to protect our house from the government. Are you retarded? This sounds like a woman that's retarded. Anyway, I Googled a pawn shop to see where I could pawn it and found one in Harvard de Grace, Maryland. Hold up, we're moving pretty fast now. Hold on. You found the gun. You said that I had to get rid of it. And then you go find a pawn shop in Maryland. I took it there 12/23/2017. They gave me $472, which is significantly low for this expensive gun. And Alexandria showed Agent Reinhold a receipt from the Photoshop. Jerry Smith took the money from me. I don't know what that has. This is funny as hell, yo. This is hilarious. Jerry Smith took the money from me. How did I take the money from you? What the fuck are you talking about? This is interesting, yo. Hold on. Even more interesting, right? I don't know why the cop don't ask this, but even more interesting. She had the receipt. What the fuck? She just had the receipt in thin air. She gets the shit. What is she, fucking Sheba, Queen Sheba and shit? She fucking making shit appear out of nowhere? Where was the fucking receipt? What did she talk? Why did she got the receipt and the gun store don't have a receipt? Hold on, wait. This is even more interesting. Why does she have a receipt and the gun store don't have a receipt? This is complete insanity, y'all. This shit right here is insane. And what's sad is the narratives that go on about people when they be lying. The narratives. When people be lying, you know how inconsistent they are? And what I don't like is the bitch ass niggas that be doing nut shit like this, protecting these type of people, yo. I hate these type of people. I hate them even more because they're weighing whose life is more important. Like saying, fuck my child. Fuck my life. Yeah. Did Jerry Smith tell you where he got the Smith & Wesson assault rifle, serial number TFD1479? He told me don't worry about it. Interesting. We're gonna go to the next page. Yo, I have something I do want to say, but I'm gonna wait till this one. Did Jerry Smith have any other guns or rifles while living with you? No. Did Jerry Smith ever tell you he shot or killed anybody with a rifle or any gun? No. Did Jerry Smith ever have friends in the house that had guns? I don't know. So now you got all these no's and I don't know. So you're answering these questions straight. I want y'all to pay attention to that. She answered the question straight. When did you first see that assault rifle in your apartment? She gives the apartment number, and then she says she found it underneath the bed. This is part of the preliminary hearing statement about her finding it underneath the bed. So you telling me assault rifle this big, you find under the bed? Who cleans the apartment? You don't clean the apartment, bitch. The bitch never clean. Get the fuck out of here, yo. Stop it. Do you recognize the man in the photo? She's indicating the photo, D'Angelo White, blah, 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 blah. When was the last time you spoke and texted, email? She says no about D'Angelo White, by the way. I don't know who the fuck that person is either. I emailed Jerry Smith on Monday with a copy of the petition at Family First. Oh, she gives my email address. Now I'm tripping. I might have to mark that off. Did Jerry Smith take the phone and car when threatening you? Yes. Now, mind you, peep this. The next question, he says, did Jerry Smith take your phone and car when he threatened you? How would you know that, dickhead? What the fuck? Were you eating spaghetti that night? Yes. How did you know, ass nigga? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Bro, I can't believe you said that. You gave yourself away, you dumbass cop. You a fucking dickhead, man. You said, did Jerry Smith take your phone and car when he threatened you? And she had the nerve to say yes. How'd you know that? What the fuck are you talking about? This is the type of shit that happens, yo. This shit right here, yo. This is how they ruin your life, yo. So, for people, on this earth that has not snapped yet, that's really, still trying to be good to try to change this earth. This earth is for these type of people, yo. That's why Jesus really left this earth, y'all. That's why Jesus was like, he didn't even put up a fight. He rolled out. I'm not Jesus. I'm putting up a fight. Oh, I'm definitely putting up a fight. But Jesus was like, fuck you people. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. Because he left here because this world is for you pieces of shits. That's what this world is for, yo. And if you look around, they have not brought heaven to this earth. And you know why they haven't brought heaven to this earth? Because they pieces of shit. Then she says, I got my phone back and all this other shit. And she says, and then she gives my sister's address and all this stupid, or where she lives at, all this stupid shit. I don't want to read this no more, yo. Because Cause like you gave my sister where she lived at, like what the fuck are you? Anyway. So now if I do that to you, I'll be wrong, right? If I put your shit on there up here, right, I'll be wrong. Anyway. So as I write my book and as I do video recordings of these things, and I'll even have in my book a reference to these videos, I want people, because I'm going to be using the same papers, the same legal documents. I want people to think about something, right? Not only the cop saying, oh, did he take your car that day? Yes, yes, he did. How did you know this? Anyway, she said that she went under the bed and took my gun. So, like, think about this for a second. A woman going under your bed to take your gun and pointing it. Think about that, y'all. A woman going up, mind you, I'm not supposed to be around no guns. I don't have no gun. But think about it. Hypothetically, she goes under the bed to take your gun. You're not supposed to have a gun, so she pointed. Explain that to me. And what did I do? What did I do to you? Think about it for a second. What did I do to you? So for a whole year, we was together then. I'm about to get married to you and all that. Bitch, get the fuck out of here, yo. If you would have did that, if you would have went and took anything of mine, I don't give a fuck if it was my cologne. You can't be serious. If you would have went and took anything of mine and pawned it, especially something like a gun of mine, this is a lie. You know that this is a lie, y'all. Anybody with a brain can hear this shit and be like, this is a fucking lie. So think about it. You go under my bed, you take something like a firearm from me and point it. And nobody sees the truth in this. Nobody sees that this is a fucking lie. Nobody sees this. Nobody sees that this is so fantastic. Oh, and then I just forgave you after that. I said, okay, we can get married and still, we had no problem after that, huh? Nothing happened, huh? This is amazing shit. This is impossible. Yo. And the fact that nobody says anything, he don't even question this. This is the sad part. And this is how you know when you're being set up, y'all. So just be vigilant of these type of people, yo. Don't have these people in your circle, yo. Because shit like this is crazy, yo. This bitch is crazy, yo. And that's corny shit. So that's it. That's all I wanted to put on there, yo. Because this is just that fantastical. Bye.